Some days the hardest part isn't what came at us. It is who we let ourselves become while it was happening. We don't always get to choose the day we're handed. We do get to choose how we carry it and where we let it take us. Tonight's reading from 2 Chronicles follows a man who forgot that. And a single line from Bishop Sheen brings it close to home. In our Saturday evening reading from 2 Chronicles, chapter 24, we hear, "After the death of Jehoiada, the princes of Judah came and paid homage to King Joash, and the king then listened to them. They forsook the temple of the Lord, the God of their fathers, and began to serve the sacred poles and the idols. And because of this crime of theirs, wrath came upon Judah and Jerusalem. Although prophets were sent to them to convert them to the Lord, the people would not listen to their warnings. Then the Spirit of God possessed Zechariah, son of Jehoiada the priest. He took his stand above the people and said to them, 'God says, why are you transgressing the Lord's commands so that you cannot prosper? Because you have abandoned the Lord, he has abandoned you.' But they conspired against him, and at the king's order, they stoned him to death in the court of the Lord's temple. Thus King Joash was unmindful of the devotion shown him by Jehoiada, Zechariah's father, and slew his son. And as Zechariah was dying, he said, 'May the Lord see and avenge.'" There's a name in there that's easy to read right past, not easy to pronounce: Jehoiada. He was the priest who raised Joash, who hid him as a child when the rest of the royal family was being killed. We heard a lot about that in last night's reflection. While Jehoiada lived, Joash did what was right. He kept the temple and stayed close to the Lord. Then Jehoiada died, and everything that had been quietly holding Joash up went out of the room. Notice, it isn't a dramatic fall. The princes come and flatter him, and he listens. That's all it takes. He listens to the wrong voices because the right one has gone silent. And one small yes at a time, he drifts into something he never would have chosen on a single hard day. We know how that goes. What happens when the steadying presence in our life, the person or the habit or the prayer that kept us honest, slips away, and we don't notice how far we've moved until we're already somewhere we don't recognize. What stops you here is that one word: unmindful. Joash forgot the devotion shown to him. The man who saved his life had a son, Zechariah. And when that son stood up and told the truth, Joash had him killed in the courtyard of the temple. The whole tragedy of it is that almost none of it was about what happened to Joash. He had every good thing handed to him. It was about how he responded once the things holding him were gone. Then the rest unfolds. At the turn of the year, a force of Arameans came up against Joash. They invaded Judah and Jerusalem, did away with all the princes of the people, and sent all their spoil to the king of Damascus. Though the Aramean force came with few men, the Lord surrendered a very large force into their power, because Judah had abandoned the Lord, the God of their fathers. So punishment was meted out to Joash. After the Arameans had departed from him, leaving him in grievous suffering, his servants conspired against him because of the murder of the son of Jehoiada, the priest. He was buried in the city of David, but not in the tombs of the kings. Grievous suffering, buried but not among the kings. It's a heavy place for a reading to leave us on a Saturday night, and if that were all of it, we would close the book and sit in the dark with it. But the church doesn't leave us there. Psalm 89 answers this reading, and it speaks in God's own voice about the covenant he will not break. Even after the line about the sons who forsake the law and the punishment that follows, the psalm turns and says, "Yet my mercy I will not take from him, nor will I belie my faithfulness." That is the answer to Joash. Our faithfulness wavers. It drifts the moment we stop paying attention. His does not. The refrain we pray all the way through is, "Forever I will maintain my love for my servant." Joash forgot the devotion shown to him. God never forgets the love he has shown us. Welcome to the Sacred Heart family. I'm Aaron. We pray together, walk with the saints, and reflect on the gospel every day. If this is the kind of reflection your evening needs, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. As we prepare our hearts for rest, we now turn to the wisdom of Bishop Fulton Sheen. What happens to us is not as important, but rather how we react to what happens. It's a short line, and Sheen knew exactly what he was doing with it. He isn't saying what happens to us doesn't matter. He's saying it isn't the decision maker. Joash had good things happen, and he ruined them. Plenty of people have had terrible things happen and become gentle and free. The day handed each of them something, and what it became was the response. And isn't that the part of the day we forget we still hold? Here's the quiet relief in it, especially at this hour. So much of today was out of our hands. The thing that didn't go our way, the word that landed wrong, the news we didn't ask for. We can lie here and run it back, or we can do the one thing that was always ours to do, which is decide how we hand it back to him before we close our eyes. So before sleep, there's no need to relitigate the whole day. We can set it down the way you set your keys by the door at night. The small things and the heavy ones both. Whatever drifted, it drifts back the moment we turn toward him again. And his mercy was never waiting on us to remember it perfectly. It's already here, present in the house gone quiet after everyone is asleep, in the dark that feels less like emptiness and more like being held. Hand him the day, the part you're proud of and the part you'd take back, and let him keep watch while you rest. He has not forgotten the love he has shown you, and he will not forget it tonight. Share your intentions in the comments of the video so that the Sacred Heart family may walk with you in faith and charity. Tonight's Catholic evening prayers are waiting for you at sacredheartpreciousblood.com. Click the link in the pinned comment now, and I'll see you there. God bless.